Greetings, humanoids of the internet. My name is Bob, and we are playing episode 32 of Journey into Space. Journey into Space. Now, our main mission for right now is to create a reusable passenger shuttle to take up to 6 people to my new space station and return safely to the Earth. I have not actually gotten this thing into orbit yet. Matter of fact, this is only the latest of several. That is so cool. I'm in love with that whole picture right there. The spaceship smashed into the surface with the engine still going. That's great. This is only the latest iteration of my attempts in that direction. But first, I got a couple things I want to show you. First thing I want to show you is load. Oh, by the way, I've sort of dabbled in the actions now a bit, and that's a very cool thing to have. I think we are looking at the Ion Plane 2. Load. Now, the interesting thing about this aircraft, aside from the fact that it's unmanned, is it only has 2 landing gear. That actually surprisingly works. So perhaps unsurprisingly, it doesn't work great, but it does work. You can take off and land on 2 landing gear. So we're going to go ahead and give that one a try. Launch. The reason why we only have two landing gear is that landing gear are fairly heavy. Now that's the reason why this works, is that it starts out resting on its tail. Let's hit the brakes. Oh, not that. No. I need a landing gear, please. Okay. Brakes. I'm going to go ahead and time compress till the sun is further up in the sky, because this is a solar-powered aircraft. It doesn't work without sunlight. So I'm looking for like high noon here. That should be close enough. Excuse me. Okay. And like I say, it's only got 2 landing gear. And it's got 2 ion engines. No batteries, because it just feeds directly off the solar panels. So if there's no light shining on those solar panels, the engines stop working. I see right now, you can see that one flickering. It's not quite getting quite as much power as it would like. Oh, well, let's decrease the thrust then. Okay, well, nothing's really happening here. Peculiar. Because it did work before. Maybe it's a sunlight issue. Let's get the sun a little higher in the sky, maybe. Alright. Okay, well, it's showing me up here because it's not obviously not working. Let's end flight. Restart. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't really want to do physical time warp. Let's hit the brakes. Okay. Okay. Let's deactivate the brakes. Alright, it's moving now. Still kind of flaming out a little bit. We'll live with it. Okay, now it's going on to 2 wheels. As versus 1. Come on, baby. You can do it. Trying to use rudder control in this situation is very iffy. Because obviously it wouldn't take much for those wings to touch the ground. And for some reason, oh, okay, I'm off. No, I'm not. No, that was just a little nubbin I have there for precisely such a purpose, for precisely such a emergency situation. I have that little nubbin there to destroy itself. Okay. Okay, that one is normal. This one, for some reason, is flaming out just a tad. And as you can see, it's not the fastest. Let me hit the gear. That might help. There we go. Yeah, that does help, actually. In the past, I was always dubious as to whether the landing gear actually did anything, but it does just do something now, I believe. Okay. We're going to aim at going out here a ways, turning around, and landing again. Now, this is not a orbital plane. This is barely an atmospheric plane, but it does fly after a fashion. Not very fast. And for some reason, I don't know exactly why, the rudder controls are reversed on this thing. You use the right rudder to go left. For whatever bizarre reason. Okay, we're going to try to turn around and head back. Now, when I turn, very likely I'm going to start running out of power. But that's okay, because we're coming in for a landing anyway. Yes, he is sputtering out. Okay. It's working manageably. Okay. Now let's kill the thrust. Using the brakes on this thing when you're trying to land is a very interesting proposition. Because it tends to touch and go a bit. Okay, let's kill all thrust. And it just goes right back there. Like that. You landed. And there is my little electric space plane. Well, not space plane. My little electric plane. My little electric drone, I guess. It doesn't seem to bother it at all that I've got the ion engines right in the middle of the wing here. Doesn't seem to damage these solar panels or anything. And that's that. Okay. Okay. Next, I'm going to show you my current work in progress. It's a shame you can't time compress in this view. So I've got to go. So I want to show you show you this in the sun. So what I'll do is I'll just put something on the pad. Doesn't matter. This is my little Mercury style spacecraft, one person spacecraft, and it's got one of these side mounted docking ports so it can dock. Apparently didn't put any kind of supports on that. Oh well, whatever. Maybe this is a previous version, but in this case it absolutely doesn't matter because all I'm using it for is to get this vehicle over into the sun. And I will show you what this vehicle is as soon as that happens. Alright, it's in the sun. This is my space station. Okay, these are habitation modules. I launch those up separately and dock them up. Let's see what my battery power is like. Okay. This is the core module I launched all in one go. And I was going to add 4 more habitation modules here. I think I'm going to put them here instead. Leave that open for spacecraft or something new or whatever. And I've got Bill and Jebediah on board. Let's where's the sun? Okay. I'm going to let Bill have a little spacewalk. Kind of show you around the place. Bill, let go. Thank you. Okay. It seems like you have less jetpack fuel than you used to. At least it seemed like that way to me. Because the amount of maneuvering I do, like right around the station, I think before would hardly even make a dent. But maybe I'm wrong. I've got a whole bunch of floodlights here set up, so it's bright even in the dark. I did have some these things, these habitation modules. Used to have service modules attached, which basically a big RCS tank, a robotic control because they launch without any kind of human passengers, and you know, SAS and batteries and that sort of thing. But I went ahead and got rid of them to sort of reduce the amount of clutter that's up here at the station. I was noticing some lag already from this amount of busyness, so I figured I didn't need to have any extra structure that I didn't actually need. And you know, over time I will add more and more of these habitation modules. I'm using I used a lander. I actually launched the core module with people on board, with Bill and Jebediah on board. I use this lander package as this lander module as the crew module for it. I got scientific instruments on here. I can't use them now because I'm floating around. Not that they're particularly interesting, but they're scientific instruments. So there's some sort of science going on here. I've got more than enough battery for keeping everything running while it's in the darkness, so that's good. And this is my my space station. The end ports I'm going to use for building like Mars ships or interplanetary ships in orbit. And then I've got the sort of multi-function adapters going on here. Oh, don't smash in the solar panel. And if I don't use these for some sort of modules, I can use those as spacecraft docking as well. And I have to say this music's pretty cool too. I like the music. Alright, Bill, get back in the ship. Don't beat up the instruments. No. Alright, he's back on board. And there's only 2 people on here now, Bill and Jebediah. But eventually there will be a full complement of 32 folks living in here, if not more. I may add more habitation modules if it doesn't lag out too bad. These big RCS tanks, I was just thinking, oh, well, what if I have to do some sort of maneuver to, straighten up my orbit or some shit. But really, they're not that needed. I've got a ton of fuel still left in them. But they're there in case I ever need to, change the orbit or whatever. And this is the space station. It's still in progress, under construction, and I'll be adding to it over time. And it will also be the staging point for my interplanetary missions, because I'm going to use the docking system to build my interplanetary rockets piecemeal, so I can have a separate lander, a separate habitation section, separate fuel tanks. I'm not sure how these ports here, whether they will transfer actual fuel. I know they transfer RCS. They probably also transfer xenon, because xenon appears to act in every way like RCS. But I'm not sure whether those will actually transfer fuel or not. But I'll figure it out one way or another. Alright, well, let's get on to our main event. Okay, so we're trying to build a spacecraft that will be capable of taking 6 people maximum to the space station and returning with 1 person. And here it is. Now let me show you the action groups here. I got these things set up on action groups, so when this tries to take off, because it won't take off without them, these things fire off, but then I need to shut them off after I get off the ground, and then I have that as custom 1. That's shut down those engines. Custom 2 is to start them up again, because I may not be able to land it without those engines. So I'm starting to use the action groups a little bit, and they're pretty cool. And here's the habitation hitchhiker module here. I have not gotten this to orbit. I have not even gotten this very far off the ground. I don't recall. I've made some changes since my last flight, so I've actually not tested this at all. So let's see what it does. This fuel tank and these engines, it's kind of wobbly. They jettison. But they got parachutes on them, so if this were a real space program, somehow or other I missed one of the 2 parachutes. One of the 2 parachutes fell off somewhere. As I figure it's not going to land attacked on 1 parachute. Try it again. Now there have been the previous shuttles 1 through 6 had all sorts of various problems, most of them fatal in nature. This one has very small landing gear, but appears to the landing gear works better than my alternate setups. So throttle to maximum, and these engines are going to go off when the jet engines go off too. So you'll see how that works. Let's stop it from rolling for a second. Actually, I'm going to turn on the brakes for just a second to get the jet engines warmed up. Okay, and it's actually group 1 to shut them off, so go ahead and shut them off. Flapping its wings. Alright, well, let's get this thing pointed toward the sky if we can. It's pretty wobbly. Yep, pretty wobbly. Alright, point toward the sky, please. That, sort of that way, yeah. Oh, well, damn it. Come on. Up. Point up, please. Okay, well, it's doing pretty good at the gaining speed thing. Not doing so great at the going upwards thing. Okay. I just wanted to give that a little jolt, see if it would help, and no, it doesn't. Not really. I really have to. I need to staple those things down because they're too wobbly. Well, we are still climbing in altitude. That's good news. We are not pointed up very much. Oh, gear. Now, I always forget. Looks like a basket full of grapes there. Okay, well, we're making our way in that direction slowly but surely. What's our jet fuel consumption looking like? Got plenty. These engines are just on little sticks, basically, and I got a fuel line going over here from the fuel tanks, which 2 of these engines share one fuel tank. Because I didn't think that I would need a whole fuel tank to go, for each jet engine. I didn't think it was going to take that long. Of course, I could be wrong. Yeah, I need to tighten those up a little bit. I may have to fly in manual because it doesn't seem to want to stay in a nose-up attitude. I may have to replace that avionics with a advanced SAS. And I'm definitely going to have to staple those things down, man. They just wobble all over the place. Okay, it's staying up a little bit better. Like I say, I've not really tested this very much. I tested the previous incarnations of it a bit. Previously, I've achieved a flame out at about 17,000 on the jets. Now, I did add extra intakes. I don't know if that makes a difference. Let's see. Yeah, this thrust is still increasing. Whoa, what the hell? Okay, flame out. Well, apparently, the extra intakes did not help the altitude at which it does its thing. All right. Well. Okay. It's definitely going nose down at this point. I guess that's because I lost all the weight in the back. I gotta do that better. Okay, we're gonna call this an abort. All right, let me work on this for a little bit. Okay, this is a cluster frac and it couldn't be helped. The only alternative to this is basically a total redesign. I've had to put the engines on the outside to get them lined up with the center of balance so that I could have a plane that would be balanced when the engines and tanks weren't attached. So we'll see how that goes. I am not optimistic. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Whoa, that was different. That was very different. It's fine. It's fine. Wow, yeah, it was different. Yeah. That was different. Okay, we have to assume that's not gonna work. Okay, let me look at this again. Okay, this is probably going to require a total redesign, but in the offhand chance that I might get this this cluster frac off the ground, we'll go ahead and give it a shot. See what we can do. But I would guess that the Triclops here is going to have to undergo a total redesign. We'll see. It just dug itself into the ground. It just dug itself into the ground. Okay. Do I dare try that again? Why not? Mr. Grins. I'm gonna put the brakes on, let the engines warm up first before I... What the hell do you call that? Yeah, just dug itself a hole in the ground. Dug itself a hole in the ground and crawled right in. Yeah, that's not happening. In flight. In flight. Space. Okay, so it's going to require me to spend a little time off camera figuring out how to make that work, so that we're not totally without any successful flights at all. We'll fire this bad boy off. I've got... Nope, that's too far underground. That's too far above the ground. Alright, good enough. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing this, but I'm not able to rotate the parts in increments the way I used to. I'm not sure if that's a peculiarity of my own weird setup or what the hell's going on there. Because I don't use the default keys, I set up my own keys, so it could be there's just something wonky about the way it will want to do that with the default keys or something. I don't know. Very simple little rocket. Doesn't mean it's not going to fail though. Let's make sure I got everything on here I need. Yeah, I think so. Alrighty, throttle up, SAS on, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, well, you know, that's a problem. I'm guessing that I messed up the messed up the staging somehow. All right, let's give that another thought. Okay, that goes there. That's that. That's that. That's that. Okay, that should work now. In a perfect world. That's there. It's there. Alright, save and launch. May want to see where the station is in case I want to do a rendezvous. Let's go ahead and get the station in a rendezvous type scenario, so that if I do actually get it to orbit, I can do the rendezvous. All right. Throttle up. SAS on. I have not tested this yet. Something I built and say, ooh, okay, we have one of those now. I didn't actually test it. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was smooth. The real rub is going to come when these jettison and this thing is going to be full of fuel. I'm not sure that's got enough thrust in it to get the job done. Guess we'll find out. Oh, Separatrons worked well. Alright, let's do our gravity turn. RCS on, tilt over, please. Okay, SAS on, RCS off. Now let's see if we're going to get anywhere. No, so far so good. And we are still increasing speed, so that's good. I have also have an upper stage here that's nuclear. So I'm guessing we might probably ought to get there. Might probably ought to get there. And I actually turned I can maneuver on the SAS alone, so that's it's a fairly small, lightweight contraption. It's like some of the Estes rockets I used to launch when I was a kid. Okay, there's the station. Well, with any luck, we ought to do this fairly smooth. How are we doing on fuel? Took it a little bit. Took a little bit on our main thrusters. Station's at about 89, almost 90,000 meters. So we still got a ways to go. But I got this nuclear stage, so, and we're basically in vacuum, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, we're starting to pick up speed. Okay, general plan is I'm going to be a little bit higher than, or a little higher than this guy. I got a smidgen of fuel left. But I got the nuclear stage here. When we get to about 40 seconds, we'll go ahead and burn out the rest of that last stage, and then start in on the nuclear. Actually, let's go ahead and start now because, yeah, that's gone. Oh, that's cool. At least I never noticed that. Now these things will overheat on you, so I have to, when I'm sitting here looking at map view, I need to be mindful of what my temperature is. Not overheating yet. The nuclear doesn't give me a whole lot of response, so I've got to make sure I start my burns well ahead of when I think I would normally need to. Okay, I gotta take a short break. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Looks like I got Bob Kerman at the controls here. Looks like the if all goes well, the dynamic trio will be back together again. Let's see. Okay, that's 92. Excuse me. Okay, we're looking to get this about 92 as well. Close enough. Okay. Yeah, let's do a little time compression to bring these two a little closer in. Oh wait. Before I get all time compressy on this, I need to check my inclination. There's probably some way with the fancy new tools of doing this much more easily, but I don't know how to use them yet, so... Okay, looks like we got a node coming up here. Yeah, I'm assuming that's telling me that's where the that's where I can do the burn to correct the inclination issues. Rest of this stuff, I don't know what it is. Don't really care right now. Don't know and don't care. Just looking to change the old inclination. Okay. Okay, I think it's telling me that I'm in orbital map mode now. I'm assuming. How about if I get back in staging? Oh, how about if I don't do that? Okay. How about if I turn off all this jazz? Can I turn off all this jazz? How do I turn this jazz off? Jazz, turn yourself off. Okay. Okay. Just a quick reality check here. To see if what it's telling me is retrograde actually is, because I don't know what all this shit does, honestly. I mean, as far as this new stuff. I don't want to add no fucking maneuver. No, thank you very much. I want to make this stuff turn off. Can I do that? Okay. How do I make all these funky lines and stuff go away? Make it all go away! Okay, how do I close that maneuver? Just make it, how do I make it stop? Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now we time compress. I assume my inclination is looking good. Yep, yep. Okay. Time compression. Actually, I probably need to time compress from the launch pad because it's going to take a while. Okay, that. Okay, it's getting pretty close. Tracking station. Day tripper. Fly. Fly, you fool, fly! Alright, what have we got? 14 kilometers. I've got no less of those things. I've got no power system to speak of. Thank you. Alright, a little more time compression. Okay. Excuse me. What I'm doing is I'm going to bring my periapsis down to a little closer to 90 meters so that we will converge a bit more as we approach. Yeah, something like that. That'll work. Okay, but we're almost ready to start doing some maneuvers. Still significantly below me. I'll go ahead and time compress just a little more. I don't want to slip under me, but I do wish for it to have a little more time in which to approach me a bit more, both in a horizontal sense and in a vertical sense, as I get closer to the periapsis. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna have to just sort of fly there. Just gonna have to sort of fly there. Yeah, I got plenty of RCS. No worries. Looks like it could slip under me. Okay, we're closing in. Okay. Get away from me here. Nope, wrong way. Don't run away. I'll be going nowhere. Oh. Screwed up. Alright, I think we're getting it. Although it's going further away. But it's on a more agreeable change of velocity here. Don't have a weird vector to my approach, so that's important. Not to have weirdness in your approach. What's my RCS looking like? Good, very good. About a meter a second. I can live with that. I probably mentioned I'm really digging this music, especially the music you get out in space. The whole cool jazz thing they got going on in the BAB, man, not so much. But out in space, they got very cool space music going on here. I'm gonna switch over here and retract my panels just in case. In case we have some sort of accident. Don't want to lose my panels. Okay. What am I doing here? F5. Okay, let's turn on fine control. Okay, yeah, stop doing whatever that is. Okay, set that as target. Let's get some rotational control on. Linear. Down, please. Down. Thank you. Oh, and I'm going to have to just scooch you around here at the last minute. I'm going to go ahead and approach normally, and then sort of at the last minute I'm going to do a flips, because then all my shit's going to be reversed. So, or not reversed precisely. Yeah, right angles, whatever. You know what I mean. Don't bang into the habitation module, please. Sort of like what you did. It's okay. I need some RCS, please. Oh, I'm on rotation. Back up, please, a little bit. Thank you very much. Actually, I need to set that one as my target. I'll set that one as my target. Alright, switch back to rotation. Oh, except for that, I'm still banging into that thing. Let's back up a little bit, please. Thank you. Back up a little bit. Okay, now rotation. Okay. And my camera angle's all fracked up. Stop it. Okay, that'll work. You know what? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's turn off. Thank you. Yeah, doing this side-mounted thing is kind of funky. Give me quick rotation. Okay. Oh well, maybe turn off the SAS first. Ah, crap. Let's gotta turn back on fine control. Okay. A little rotation action, thank you. Let's pull out a little bit. Okay, some more rotation, please. Nose down. About like that, yeah. Okay, stop. Okay, back to linear. Oy vey. think I'm going for this one, right? Just gonna crash my spaceship? Is this gonna crash my spaceship? Alright, bingo. Bingo, bango, mongo. Kind of smudged up against there, but hey, I don't care. It's not broken. It's all good. Alright. Now, of course, Bob can't actually get out of there until I undock the craft. But yeah, okay. Actually, since we don't have anything actually attached to these end ones yet, I'm going to eventually, at some point, put stuff there. But this ship can probably go away long before then. I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and undock. SAS, please. Don't be an asshole. Set as target. Okay, RCS. Okay, you're going way too far out. And I'm not sure which way is up here. Okay. We need to go that way. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll dock over here. Does that just look sort of funky? It didn't look sort of funky, it looked real funky. Okay, down please, down please. Give me some rotation here right quick. Nope, wrong kind of rotation. Other rotation, there we go. Through like that, yeah. Okay, give me some translation. Down. Down. Oh, oops. Other way. Let's get a chase camera. Here we go. So I can see what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Forward. Back up a little bit. Back up just a tad. Okay. Slow up my approach. Slow, 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 okay. Now my rotation's all fucked up, so I'm going to unfuck it. I'm going to unfuck it. Okay. Okay. Okay, back to translation. And we're having spaceship sex. I would say particularly long and involved bout of spaceship sex. Turn SAS off. There we go. Alright. Yeah, it's a better spot for it. Now, Bob can't join them in the tin can there, but he'll pop out and inhabit a habitation section. I'll have Bill come visit him, because God knows Bill doesn't like to be in there with Jebediah. He'd rather just not see what's going on. He's better off not knowing. Okay. Yep. Yeah, we'll pop right into this habitation section right here. Yep. Oh, I think we will. Oops, I'm not using the translation controls, that's why. You can see I've got the thing lit up like a Christmas tree, even at night here, and on the far dark side of the planet, it's quite lit up. So I certainly have the energy production for it. So I suppose I should put my solar panels back up. Yep. Come on, don't be janky. Okay, go down. Thank you. Okay. He's taking up residence there in one of the suites. I'm gonna have Bill join him. Excuse me. Too bad they don't have a IVA yet for the habitation module. That'd be very cool. Come on. Alright, they're both in there together. Let's go ahead and pop out our solar panels. Extend. 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 And extend. Oh, okay. And let's take a look at my batteries. Okay, that's fine. Excuse me. Okay, well I guess that's all for right now. We had unsuccessful mission and a successful mission, so it's all good. Let's see the world from Jeb's perspective here. It's pretty cool. The windows appear to have some sort of glare on them, though. You think they would have glare-free glasses? There's a checklist. Okay. Okay, that's all for now, and until next time, hasta la vista.